Ah! Ah! Hello! Hello! Remember when I used to stream? I used to stream, right? That was a thing I did. A thing I would do on occasion. And now we're gonna stream Kirbo. Give Bear a go B-Day stream. Is it? Man, oh. Man, I pick... I had time to come back to streaming. I feel like a lot of people are doing stuff. Maybe I should have waited another day. If it's Cole, give Cole my birthday wishes. But anyway, yeah. So I didn't stream for like Sunday or Thursday. I'm tired after work and junk. But I got some stuff done. And like we have now a Bun Wii emote. So that's pretty cool. And I have a new PNGtuber now. I hope y'all like it. This isn't for Halloween. I realize, you know, it kind of actually like went by me. I didn't think about how October starting means that people will be rolling out like Halloween decorations on their stream, which isn't really a thing I participate in. Sorry about that. No, this is permanent. As far as I think, this is a permanent change. Kirby, hi Anita. Oh my goodness, Anita. Love seeing Anita in change. But yeah, I don't know if this makes sense to anyone, but I like them. Kay, my little bunny rabbit Kay, already had an eye patch from before, and now, like, he's a cartoon rabbit pirate. Those are all the layers to it. So, oh my goodness. But Smage, I do love seeing you. Anita is just a rare Pokemon. I'm sorry. No, you're good. Listen, it happened. We all love seeing Smage. What was I thinking of? Smage be popping in here first. But anyway, yeah. So, am I gonna play a spooky game for Halloween? Yes. Later. But you know what they did? They announced fucking Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe 2. Not 2. Just Deluxe. It'd be wild if they announced 2. I don't even know. I think every game after Return to Dreamland is technically Return to Dreamland 2. Every 2D Kirby is. So, but with that in mind, we're gonna play this to celebrate it, because I love a Kirby. And this is gonna take like 2 streams. I'm determined for that. 2 streams maximum, 1 stream if I feel saucy. We'll see how quick I do this. So yeah, let's enjoy a Kirby. I just remembered I did Dreamland 2 on the channel this year, which went very badly, but we don't talk about it. That one was harder. Main multiplayer how-to. I don't have friends to play this with in the meat space. Is this the story intro cutscene? Are we gonna get the story? Hoppip. I love a Hoppip. Look at him go. Meta Knight is there reading his Japanese manga. His copy of I Love You, Let Me Eat Your Pancreas. There's something called something like that. I want to eat your pancreas. Trapped in another world, but I'm a fridge. Reincarnated as a mini fridge. Dang. As a professional pirate, I can tell you, you don't want your ships to do that. As a professional pirate, both on and off stream, I can tell you your ship literally just falling apart isn't good. Poyo? It's a good thing I have one of my only follower emotes is just Kirby. Kirbo. A friend! We can't skip. This is important. I don't care how quickly I want to get through the game. This is important story cutscenes. Well, is this ship fueled by gears? That's weird. No. Kirby's like, boyo. We got you, my mans. Don't worry. We don't like sad orbs around here. We are determined to make you a happy orb. Let's get started. Bye. To the stars. Pop star. I wonder who the first boss is going to be in this area. Anyway, I'm doing good, Shadow. How are you? Stay down. Yeah, break open that door. What was I just thinking of? Oh yeah. So I mean, this is a special Kirby game for multiple reasons. Okay. I didn't even read that, I'll be honest, but I think it was multiplayer stuff, so... No. I cannot. He's friend. He ain't even doing anything. He ain't even bothering no one. That one, on the other hand, was fucking up my day. So yeah, this is a special Kirby. It's time. It was a big return to 2D console Kirby's after a couple years. There wasn't any on the GameCube and stuff. And it's one of the first main Kirby games to be done by the current director of Kirby. And like Sakurai and folks definitely had their cosmic horror in the original Kirby's, notably the Dark Matter saga and stuff like that. But like, the current director is all about deep Kirby lore. To many people's adoration. So, this is really one of the starts of that. So yeah. Yeah, I get being tired. Oh, it's fire time. I guess it's fire time. Excuse me, Mr. Mushroom. Excuse me, Mr. Sword. Oh, he's gonna hurt me. But yeah, so. A key. Ooh, key. Excuse me, Mr. Mushrooms. Yay, gear. You got an energy sphere. So these aren't gears, they're energy spheres? That rhymed. By accident. I swear to the Lord I'm not trying to rhyme. Oh, I forgot all about this. I remember the shaking stuff from this game. But I forgot that it was implemented specifically in the main sucking motion. So... But yeah. Yeah, so people who watch my VODs, which is literally no one. Literally no one watches my VODs, so I don't know why I'm saying that, but... Anyway. Hello, Mr. Pig. Guys, Mr. Pig did an amazing Phasmo stream earlier today. I unfortunately napped during the later part of it. But... That's... Oh, heck yeah. Oh, I lost my fire. Main sucking motion. But anyway, so yeah, people in VOD land won't know anything about this, but I did attempt to do a stream Sunday, and I was just so not... I was so not... a special man. Ultra Sword! Those Waldies didn't deserve that in the slightest. Anyway. On-screen chat seems to be frozen. Oh my lord. Really? Uh, it seems like... Oh, it's fixed. Okay, so yeah, something weird happened. Sorry about that, pig. But I gotta use my Ultra Sword while I can, pig. You don't understand. But yeah, I was just so not into it. And then I was already planning to cancel Thursday's stream, regardless. So... It was kind of unfortunate, but I did take some time to recharge a bit. Kendo stick! Oh, fuck yes. I'm destroying all of it. Let me in there. Wait, no, wait, I want the Ultra... Why can't the Ultra Sword come with me? Oh, shit. So, yeah. It was a whole thing, but... I'm feeling pretty good now. Also, I've had my work was actually canceled today. I've said many a times I work at an amusement park, and bad weather, as of late, both made it so that we closed early yesterday, and we're closed all day today. And apparently we were supposed to be closed yesterday, but then someone was like, no, we should be open. And I was like, that's not very smart. And then no one came. So we closed. Hey! Hey! You asshole. Give me... I don't care. He's a doomer. He's been scrolling on the internet too long. Too much bad news. We gotta beat some positivity into him. Did it. Remember, chat, if your friend is upset about stuff in the news, just beat the positivity into them with a large kendo stick. Hey! Boy, I wish I was Tria. I wish I was Tria Wintergarden, who is both an incredible streamer and much better at doing Poyos than I am. Come here, Cahill. Okay, what do you want, Smage? Ah! Smage hit me, and I did bad at the goal game. Smage, do you see what you did? I'm not positive because I didn't get my very much needed 1-ups. How many times do I have to say it, chat? I'm bad at video games. I need as many lives as we can possibly get, or this won't be happening. Looks like I have to beat the positive. Smage, no! Smage! Yuck. It's Goofy time, Maxie. No! Goofy, no! I don't know if this is a thing that's supposed to happen every year, but I did see a thing that apparently, like, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy wear their Kingdom Hearts outfit in Disney World for Halloween. So that brings me joy. Listen, I am a Disney fan. I'm a Disney fan as far as it's concerned, from the classic era to, like, what's it called? To the Renaissance, which, if you don't know, is like Aladdin and all the stuff in the 90s. And then so not a lot of Disney news is always making me happy, but seeing the gang in their Kingdom Hearts outfit in the parks, that brings a smile on my face. And I'm sure anyone else who likes Kingdom Hearts can agree. Put the spider in the abyss. Let the spider fucking feel the terror of the unknown. Okay. Now, if someone can tell me why I thought it was a good idea to cut down the platform I was standing under, I will give them 20 Cahill points. No one? Yeah, me neither. Hello? Oh! Kirby has a gun! And we're not even playing Forgotten Lands! I should play Forgotten Lands on stream. Mostly so I can just play Forgotten Lands again. I 100%ed that baby. Because it is a good game. That, honestly, might be my game of the year. Like, I actually forgot that Elden Ring also came out this year. And I do like me some Elden Ring. I just beat my second playthrough of it last night. But that's kind of the problem with it, is I only beat my second playthrough of it last night. Elden Ring is a very kind of bloated game. I believe I've said this on stream before. And it is definitely fantastic, but it could be trimmed down a bit. And also, the final few bosses. There's like 4 bosses in the end game that can really just tear you a new one. Like, some Soul games and Soul-like games can have some problems in the end game where it's like, oh my goodness, I've gotten so used to the game. Surely nothing could truly do me in now. And then, but in Elden Ring, it's the opposite of that, which is you think that, and then these bosses come along and say, hello, I'm here to fuck up your entire life. I do like but that's what I'm saying. Like, and I know people, I think it was literally the last VOD on record that had people saying this to me, but I talk about influencers I like a lot. I hate calling them influencers, just people who make stuff online, a lot. But I feel it's appropriate to say it here. Mr. Gerard the Completionist talks about, like, how to get a good game might not get a complete it simply because, like, doing everything isn't worth it. Like, you want to play the game, but everything isn't viable. So if you just want to get to the credits and stuff. And I feel like Elden Ring is a game you just want to finish, but Forgotten Land, I wanted to complete. And he actually agreed with that. He gave it a complete it. So, with that in mind, let me enjoy my Kirby. I also listen, I wish Elden Ring was my favorite Souls-like game. I genuinely do. That's not even a bit. I wish I liked Elden Ring that much, but I don't. Right now, it's like 3rd. Now, it's just a very good game. I mean, I definitely like it. If you don't like it, then yeah. I don't... I think I'm doing this wrong. If you don't like it, like, you know, on a base level, A, that's okay, and B, I now understand what you're saying. But yeah. I don't know. I wonder who would really be upset. Oh no, Plasma. Plasma sucks. I've never liked Plasma. I'm glad that's not in Forgotten Land. The power up where you have to, like, you just gotta do this. And if you don't do it well enough, you don't build up power. And if you don't do it at all, then the power up isn't good. But anyway, yeah. So also, even, like, I'll get it because I have a feeling I need it for a puzzle. See? See? It's dumb. It's dumb. And I don't like it. I want my dino chicken nuggies. I don't. Yeah, same. Like, for me, my... Oh, I thought I was gonna get crushed to death. The Kirby game. For me, my favorite Souls game is still Bloodborne. And honestly, every time I hear someone, like, kind of disagree with that or say they don't really enjoy Bloodborne, it's never the game. It's always, like, the setting. They don't enjoy, like, the art direction of Bloodborne. And you know what? That's fair. It is kind of, even for Souls, like, drab. Man, I would love to play Bloodborne 2. I should stream that someday. Anyway. And honestly, that's probably the mark of how good of a game that it is. That no one even really dislikes it in the sense of like the gameplay. They dislike it more in the sense of I just don't like enjoy its visual aesthetic. And then right under that, and I think this is more of a controversial pick, is Dark Souls 3. Like, I don't know. I like see, I do like Bloodborne's aesthetic, and I also like Dark Souls 3 aesthetic. I wish Bloodborne Remaster is the thing everyone has dreams about and trends every week on Twitter. Anyway, I wish Dark Souls 1 Remaster had been a full-on remake in the style of Dark Souls 3, because I love just the way that game looks visually. And then it definitely has a lot in common with Bloodborne, with how much more fast-paced it is compared to the first two Dark Souls, especially 2. So, that's my second favorite. And then Elden Ring's probably right under that. Because I do like Dark Souls 1. Like, that's probably still right under Bloodborne. I think about this a lot, but I enjoy me some Souls games. But yeah, I like me some Dark Souls 1, but I don't know. Even though it's, you know, Dark Souls, it's hard not to acknowledge the fact that it's not a super finished or polished game. And Elden Ring very much is so. So by that value alone... Also, like, Elden Ring's kind of just more of a world to exist in. I want to see what happens if I don't destroy this, though. Okay, nothing, apparently. I'm gonna go back and destroy it now. I disagree with that, but Shadow Mage, you're not alone in that. Some people have a hankering against Dark Souls 3, and you know what? That's their opinion. Completely valid. I'm not gonna tell you what you should like in Dark Souls. Some people really like Dark Souls 2, and I disagree with those people. So. What, Dark Souls 2 is objectively better than... Give me this. Well, first off... There. Better than 1 or 2. I wouldn't say objectively for 1. 2 probably yes, but... 2 is 2. For those of you who don't know, I find this very interesting. One of the things that makes 2 kind of just not as... Well, this is subjective, but one of the things that is kind of a little jank about 2 is they introduce a new stat, which, I mean, Dark Souls, so if you blink, you miss it. But they introduce a new stat called adaptability, which is supposed to tie into how fast you can do actions, like rolling out of the way of stuff and attacking and everything. The only problem is to make it so that bosses by default, like, well, not by default, bosses, if you upgrade adaptability, that they aren't too easy, they make it so that all the hitboxes are just huge, much bigger than they maybe should be. I cannot speak tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do a better stream tonight, and I'm so messing it up. But anyway, so yeah, they made this thing called adaptability, meant to tie into how fast you dodge and do stuff. But then, like, the game doesn't adapt. You see what I did there. The game doesn't adapt around it. Instead, the whole game is kind of made a little funky. So that way, if a player upgrades adaptability, it's not completely broken. It's still pretty broken. And unfortunately, the game as a whole kind of suffers from it. Not play. You haven't played Bloodborne? Dang. Dang, Shadow Mage. That was unfortunate. Shadow Mage, like I just said, if you like how Bloodborne looks, then I'm gonna be so bold as to say, and yes, Shadow Mage, I did just put that together. I'm gonna be so bold as to say, you'll just like Bloodborne, period. As long as you don't find it too hard. Some people definitely have a hard time, you know, meshing with it a bit. But I imagine Pig, I don't know if Pig's played Bloodborne, but he might have a hard time with it, given he is very passive. Anyway, what was the thing? Petition and donation drive to get Shadow Mage a PS5. Not a PS4. I do mean a PS5 because they are backwards compatible and it's more modern anyway. So it's too late. Don't get him we're not getting Shadow Mage a PS4. We're getting him a PS5, and then he can play Bloodborne all he wants. I mean, you say that, Shadow Mage, but if we look at it as a donation goal, PS5s aren't that expensive, you know? I think PS5s are typically very expensive for your average person to get. But for like a group, they don't exist. Well, yeah, that's a problem. But if we find a warsmith to craft us a PS5 in the heart of a dying star, and we can pay him the proper price for it, then we'll all be good. Hiya! Oh shit. Natural disaster. Thousands of deer, homeless. Birds without mothers. Beavers without homes. I did the homeless thing already. I actually think this is worse than Default Fire, if I'm being honest with you. Because Default Fire, you just get launched forward like a comet. Groundhogs without elementary schools. Butterflies without forklift certification. It's unimaginable. What has society come to? We must find this madman and stop him, whoever he is. Who's this mad arsonist taking down our woodland societies? And what can we do to stop him? Monster Flame. Okay, I'll never say you're not funny. I will, because I am not. Forklift. I'm forklift certified. I've been watching some Lythero videos recently, because he had dearest Alfred Colvin, the guy who did Eggman Pissing on the Moon. And he's an animator. So, if you only know Alfred for Pissing on the Moon, you know, he does other stuff. But he had him on a video because they did a mod of Dragon Ball FighterZ where Eggman was in it. And apparently, Mr. Lythero is a fellow bunny owner. I very much appreciate that. Seeing him do sponsorships and his bunny popping up. Well, bunnies, he has a grass type. It'll be effective against existential horror type. Anyway, yeah. Camera made me feel physically ill. I never had a problem with the camera, but I think I grew up playing Epic Mickey 3. I mean, not 3. Wow, I love Epic Mickey 3. I got that confused with Dark Souls 3. Anyway, I grew up playing Epic Mickey, a game with an objectively not great camera, and like Mario Galaxy, which has at best a funky camera, meaning I'm kind of used to a bit of camera funk in my video games. So it's hard to get the better of me. I don't know about Sonic. I don't. Mario 64, sure, Shadow Mage. I don't know if you can say Sonic Adventure has a bad camera, because I think that might be the least of that game's concerns. If they were patching Sonic Adventure in 2022, I wouldn't start with the camera. I definitely like Sonic Adventure more than... That's too loud. I will need a thing, but that's too much. Anyway, I definitely like Sonic Adventure more than what the Game Grumps made it out to be, which was my first exposure to those games. But, like, there's that, like, one section where Sonic can just fall through the ground if he's not running. Because I guess they expected the player to keep running. And then there's the... Oh my lord. Okay, I will not get over this. Because it's so wild that they made... I wonder... Wait, everyone shut up. It's our first boss. I mean, I should probably go with Cutter. Guys... We gotta think this out. We gotta be careful. Who... What kind of threat could we be facing here? Guys, I'm scared. I don't know what we could be up against. Well, there's a so is he gonna come out of the tree, or what is? Holy fucking shit! It's Wispy Woods! Chat, stay calm. We can handle him. We've got this. Oh no! Oh my lord! He's swishing me like so much mouthwash. No, no, you Shadow Mage. That was low-hanging fruit, which is what Wispy makes, and you know it. I hate that I made that joke too. Well, I'm glad. Fuck yeah, the Kirby Shuffle. Who doesn't love a Kirby Shuffle? Ship! Do-do-do, do-do-do. Oh! Well, at the very least it can swim. What do you call paddle? Paddle. You did it, Kirby. My ship... my ship... Why did I give him Waluigi's voice? My ship has its oars back. Went for more of a nerdy voice. Okay, now he's Waluigi. Thank you so much. I'm counting on you to find the other missing parts. Keep up the good work. And don't forget, keep an eye out for all those energy spheres. Spheres. Spheres? Spheres. Spheres? Spheres. Stop saying spheres. Spheres? Spheres. If you collect enough, the broken doors within my ship will reactivate. There are two really cool sub-games, and you can play with your friends. Holy, oh no. Copy ability rooms, all kind of copy abilities to try out. One of them is a gun. There are so many. I'm not going to 100% this game, but I will try it. Also, he literally has Isabel's squeak noises. But I will try to get as many copy abilities, as many energy spheres as I can. Both of the words I tried to say were wrong. Dark tries to move behind you. Oh, I got you. I don't know. I think, like, the problem with any, like, with the idea of a quote-unquote perfect game is the fact that everyone is wired differently. So everyone's idea of, like, innate fun and what they're comfortable with are inherently different. So, where one camera will make someone, I shouldn't have hit him. I regret that. Forgive me, Poyo, I have sinned. Anyway. So, where one camera will make someone nauseous, someone else will be fine with it. So, like, a camera in Dark Souls 3 never really bothered me. So, yeah. Pretty good. So, fighting with the game. I don't know. Yeah, I like it. What's down here? Orange. I love me an orange door in Kirby. Because the thing about it is, oh no. Dun 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 dun. Play with a controller. I did play with a controller. Okay, wait, hold on a minute. Okay, Shadow Mage, let me say this. If you play Dark Souls with a mouse and keyboard, you're a stark raving lunatic. And I won't apologize for how the game controls like that. Yes, I am. Okay, well, as long as we can agree. These things freak me out. Even more than the Scarfies. The Scarfies are like Zelda enemies, but these things are just weird. This is my favorite game. Okay, well... I'm not, like, go any further than saying you're a lunatic. But, like, some games are definitely meant to be played with mouse and keyboard, and some are meant to be played with controllers. And Lord in heaven, let me tell you, Dark Souls is definitely a controller game. One of the biggest reasons I can give behind that is, like, the heavy attacks in Dark Souls are almost definitely, like, made to be done with, like, the controller trigger. Like, that just feels good. And you keep pressing it down, pressing and holding it to get, you know, to get an even stronger attack. I can't even imagine what that would feel like on a keyboard. Probably not good. Yeah. So. It feels fun. I don't believe you. Actually, Shadow Mage, here's the thing. I don't believe you. Just right click. That sounds awful. That sounds like you've been robbed of a truly cathartic experience. And I apologize. Oh, good. Windows Defender somewhere. That's what I wanted. I wish computers and other such console machinery had a setting for I don't know how computers work and will not use any notifications you give me. Like a call me if it's important setting. Because all this is all. Also, we should have kept the Indiana Jones power. The only thing the way notifications on computers work now teaches me is that I should ignore them constantly. I don't care about diagnostic settings or whatever. I don't need it, I don't want it. So, but maybe that's just me. Also, it's just fun, you know. It's just fun when you're on stream and people are like, hey, your notifications are going off. It's like, I know. I'm sorry. I wish they wouldn't, but I don't know how to stop them. It's like a baby crying. You don't know how to make it stop. You know there's something you could do, but the baby isn't gonna tell you. And you're going insane trying to figure it out. You know what really annoys me? When I open Discord on my computer, and then I like exit out of it using, you know, the X provided in the window. But that doesn't close the app entirely. It just closes, I guess, that specific instance of Discord. So then, without realizing, I love the parasol! 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 Anyway, parasol is just better sword. So then Discord is just going off, and you're just like, what did I do wrong? It's not open to my knowledge, but it is. It's open in secret in the background, for some reason. Someone decided you closing out Discord shouldn't actually close out Discord. That there should be a secret Discord. And if you don't know how to close that out, then Discord just never closes. I want to know who that person is. Maybe it was someone at Discord, but I have a feeling like it's someone who made computers, you know? Discord wouldn't have that option if it wasn't an option to have on computers. You get what I'm saying? So someone making the computer was like, okay, we should make it so that when you close out an application, it doesn't actually close. And I know about, like, apps running in the background to do stuff. So maybe it is Discord's fault, because Discord doesn't need to be running in the background. It just makes me, like, there are some servers I want to be, like, notified when someone messages me, because I'm basically using it like a text message, right? But when it's running in the background on my computer, I want to mute every server. Because if I don't, then people having conversations that I'm not a part of are just blowing up my computer. Like, it's a very loud noise every time. And you might be like, you know, well, okay, I'll just mute your computer. I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stuff on my computer. I'm listening to videos. I'm editing stuff. I can't be... I'm streaming. And, like, even if I don't hear it, the people in stream have to. How about Discord not be like that? Has it considered? Away or do not disturb. I know! I know everyone is like, hey, there are solutions to this. I don't want there to be solutions. I want Discord to be tailored to my liking specifically by default. Water! Oh, heck yeah. Kirby has become Katara from Avatar Last Airbender. Now his mother is dead. My mother is dead! But you're in the wrong. No. No. Am I the one in the wrong? No, it's the children. I choose to believe everyone else who uses the internet is wrong. Because I can't be. Easter egg. Oh my lord. Yeah, Kirby? We're invincible like this, so let's just... I love how he's tastefully using his leg to hide his junk. So, okay. So Kirby uses this ability to transform into stuff. Does that mean Kirby just has the power, Oh no! Oh sweet lord, Shadow Mage! Anyway, does that mean Kirby just has the form of a human man now? And if so, does he have a human penis? I killed my brethren. Wee rocks. Every Kirby game must have a section where you can slide down it with a rock, and I am not complaining about that. That's probably one of the better parts of all Kirby games. There's a section where you slide down all of it with a rock. Forgotten Land doesn't have rock, does it? I mean, granted, Forgotten Land is kind of inherently, like, sparse with its copy abilities. Purposely so. But I just realized rock is one they fully left out. Shit! Can I go down here? Nope. I hate timing. Rick Kine Koo! My bros! Love those guys. So a Kirby game I was playing on my own time was Planet Robobot. And at first I thought, man, Planet Robobot... People say this is one of the best Kirbys, but it's also kind of an... now we're just Kirby. It's also kind of an outlier, isn't it? Because of, like, you know, you're using mechs so much of the time. But when you think about it mechanically, Kirby getting a mech isn't a totally alien concept in the franchise. Because, I mean, I mentioned the Dark Matter Saga before, and those games are kind of heavily based and dependent upon you getting, like, animal buddies to ride upon. Is this just a life? I don't need a life. And those animal buddies change what your power-ups do. So, in a weird way, Kirby riding a mech... Ow. is like the evolution of Kirby riding a hamster. You know what? I think rock might be done. How about we get a sword? A mech is just kind of a iron hamster, if you will. Mechs are the hamsters of all giant robots. Oh, thank you. So yeah, so that was a thing. Onsta, when they were doing a Parappa stream, had a GIF. I appreciate that, Shadow Mage. Had a GIF PNGtuber. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. And I should have thought more about what would happen if I did that. Anyway. It's just Onsta now. What is just Onsta now? I don't know what you mean by that, Shadow Mage, but I was trying to think about a good way to use that, and I could have made it so that he was bouncing. I actually don't know. I think she is Onsta, but I mean, everyone just calls her Onsta. I'm not gonna use her full legal name on stream, Shadow Mage. I'm not doxing Onsta like that. But like, so I could have had it so that K was bouncing back and forth, which I thought would be fun. But the only problem is with that is that depending on when I would talk, that would inherently mean the animation was interrupted or janky. And I could accept that, but I figured a better use of it was to utilize it to make it that it looked like an old film, like film grain and everything, to make it look like an actually old cartoon. So now K has gone from being more Sonic influenced to... I hate how his eye... Did Waddle Do went Super Saiyan and his freaking eyelashes got bigger and spikier? They look like insect mandibles. That's so much more horrifying than base Waddle Do. And this is so much cuter. But yeah. So, I'm glad Shadow Mage enjoyed. Shadow Mage is most of who's at the stream right now, so it works for me. Oh, this is a horrible soundscape. Oh, no, I didn't mean it. I keep pressing just like 2 by default. I won't be most of the people here. Well, I appreciate the positive thinking, Shadow Mage. Wait. No. I'm not gonna 100% this game, but something is deeply wrong. Okay, I found what was deeply wrong. Hey, we did it. I used my brain, chat! I used my brain! I'm not sure. So, let me be clear. I'm not being negative about this, but it did occur to me. So, like I mentioned, I'm not doing like Halloween decorations and stuff like some streamers do. And part of that is because I feel like in the time it would take me to do good, like, temporary stream assets, I could do better permanent stream assets, right? And that made me think about how much effort I pour into my VOD channel on YouTube, which is genuinely mostly like an archive of me, like a testament to me streaming and everything, if there is no other. But I do put a lot of effort into it, and not a lot of people watch, like, it's not what most people are seeing, so I was like, man, why do I do that? I do like my VODs having thumbnails, though. That I would prefer to keep just because for it. Now, Whip is probably better, but I like Parasol more. When I was playing Star Allies, the guest star mode I chose to do, because I didn't want to do all the guest star modes, was Parasol Waddle Dee, because he's cute. And the Parasol are cute. Oh my lord. Spicy. But yeah. Oh no. Sir, do you give me stars? Oh, you give me these? Oh, if I could... Well, if I could inhale them, that'd be nice. Okay. If I could not die, that would be nice. Hell, yeah? And why did that give me needle? We lived, and I'm glad about that, but why did it give me needle? What did you figure out, pig? I'm excited. Oh, wait, guys, pig just reminded me. So, unless he, pig, has an objection to this, baby Bouffalant, Booffalittle! Oh, that is very good. Yes, pig is doing his own custom Pokemon region, and I am very excited for it. But also, in the theme of me and Pig just doing each other's ideas, I'm doing a Sonic 06 stream as one of the rewards chat earned for all those donations, and I'm going to do that this Thursday. Unless someone's like, and I did tell Pig if he wants to do something special since we're both actually doing that, then let me know. But I also respect, it's like, nah, I don't got anything. I also don't have any ideas. I'm not trying to put pressure on Pig that I think you'll like. I'm terrified. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't think I'll complete Sonic 06 on stream. I'm definitely not doing all the campaigns. Absolutely not. You know what game I would like to play through on stream? Genuinely? Probably Shadow the Hedgehog. I probably like... If I can get an Xbox 360 copy of Shadow the Hedgehog, I'll be pretty happy. I think that'd be fun. Till I die. and compliment it. Shadow Mage, are you saying you have to compliment it each time you die? Or are you saying you are going to stop playing Elden Ring the first time you die? This is incredibly important. If you're, I very much appreciate you, Shadow Mage. That'll be a thing that happens multiple times. Oh, okay. Oh, redeemed. Okay, yes, that's fair. Okay. Oh, I was about to say Shadow. Elden Ring is the kind of game where you are expected to, and likely to, die multiple times. So, it is a good game to watch. I agree. Love me a Kirby. This is the first Kirby game I got. Well, I think I did. I think I got Epic Yarn first. But I remember seeking this one out specifically because, like, the two Kirby games I really knew about were Rainbow Curse and Epic Yarn. And those are notably, like, they don't have Kirby mechanics. And I knew that, like, even though I didn't know other Kirby games at the time, I was like, these are not Kirby games. They are un-Kirby games. Give me a Kirby-er game. So I got me some Return to Dreamland. I have 50 hours in it. Yes. I think I have 130 hours total in Elden Ring at this point after beating it twice. And that game will still kick my ass. I did do much better on my second playthrough. One of the things that plagued me in my first playthrough, which I don't necessarily blame Elden Ring for, it was more of a me issue, was just trying to find a weapon I liked. Hi, Greg. I'm still on Ryu Lucaria. Ryu Lucaria is one of my favorite. I'm not scary. I'm a cartoon pirate with bunny. Also, Greg, in case you missed it, this is not a temporary Halloween thing. This is what he looks like now, so. Regardless. Yeah. But yeah, so I spent a lot of time in my first Elden Ring playthrough looking for a good weapon, especially since I was doing it blind. And that just meant for a good bit of the time I was just I was a little underpowered because I was just constantly restarting the weapon I was using. Eventually, I just figured out I liked using the Claymore. I think the Claymore is like every Dark Souls has its Claymore, and I think it is at its best in Elden Ring. Slight spoilers if you're still trying to do super blind Elden Ring, but the Claymore, fun fact. Yeah, I like me a greatsword. Heck yeah, Wax. Heck yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. I wanted to do two things in my second playthrough. I wanted to beat Radagon without any, like, assistance, because I was having a real hard time on him during my first playthrough, and I ended up summoning. And I did manage to do that, and also I wanted to see if I could beat Melania, and I didn't do that. I absolutely didn't do that. Maybe one day, but I had spent a lot of my biggest, like, if I was to sum up my biggest complaint with Elden Ring, it's how much time it demands of you. That's what I was talking about with, like, the end game kind of difficulty spike. Because I imagine what they're thinking is that the player has spent possibly hundreds of hours exploring and leveling up at this point, which isn't going to be inherently true for everyone. And that means things like Hoaraloo, Radagon, and Melania are just so just sweet lord. So yeah, maybe one day I'll go. I was thinking about streaming it, so maybe I'll do that in like December or something if I have nothing else to do. Just stream me trying to fight Melania, because it's definitely possible. But I just don't want to spend the time to do it right now. Eventually, but not now. Because I firmly believe there is no boss in any game, especially Dark Souls, that is so tough I could not beat it with enough time. But I don't want to spend the time to do it now. It's not a case of giving up forever, it's the case of I really don't want to do this right now. Ma'am, you are ridiculously just... Well, okay. Here's hot take. Oh, this is all too much for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Drake. Hope you have a good day. Or good night. Also be doing the same. But with me running through Rai Lucaria. But I refuse. I need to stop hitting the spiteful part of my brain. I feel that, Wax. That was me doing my Bloodborne challenge on stream. A bunch of people being like, Cahill, this is stupid, you have to stop. I was like, absolutely not. I'm gonna do this if it kills me. And it kind of did, inside. But yeah. Also, I didn't get to finish my thought. So, the Claymore is great. And fun fact, if you know anything about Souls game, you know the Moonlight Great... you are not stupid, Stitch. You know the Moonlight Greatsword is a prominent weapon in every game. When you put a frost build on the Claymore, it does better frost damage than the Moonlight Greatsword of the game, which is supposed to be a frost weapon here. And that's something. Heck yeah. Your own medicine, bitch. So, yeah, Claymore for life in Elden Ring. I was trying to find a cool, unique weapon, and I was like, no, Claymore. Because in Dark Souls, I like using the Dark Knight Greatsword. That's like my favorite weapon in the series. And all three of them have it. So, you know, I use it every time. As soon as I can. But Elden Ring, not so. But yeah. Oh! More Elden Ring opinions. Yeah, let's keep going with this. Okay, so we'll stop after this, so anyone who doesn't want to get very much spoiled on Elden Ring doesn't. These are just boss specifics. First off, the Godskin duo is a bullshit bad boss. Like, not... And here's the thing. Not too hard if you know what to do, but badly made. Not good. Is my least fave in Elden is my least fave in the Tree Elden Ring game. I see. Oh. Oh. So. Okay, well first off, I don't know why I decided to leave this man alive. Kill this man. But yeah, Godskin Duo. I don't know who thought of that boss, and also who thought of making it a necessary boss to beat the game. But they should be punished. And I ended up beating them because I'm not using magic. I'm using strength. I mean, I'm doing a physical build because I like physical builds in Elden Ring games. I think they feel the most rewarding. I did one magic build in Dark Souls 1 not too long ago because I was curious what it was like, and wow, did the game get real easy. But what I ended up doing in Elden Ring is that you can use sleep. You can put the Godskin Duo to sleep individually, and So I just stocked up on sleep arrows and such, and kept putting one to sleep and killing the other one. And that made it incredibly easy for me to beat him. Actually, no, not incredibly easy. Doable. I should say doable. Easy in comparison. Because I still died a couple times doing that strategy. So, it's not foolproof. Regardless, though, second and final Elden Ring opinion, Melania is not, like, the hardest FromSoft boss with enough practice. The only exception, and reason that's not true, is because of the waterfowl dance. For those of you who don't know, Melania has a move called the waterfowl dance, and for 30 seconds, which is an eternity in any FromSoft boss battle, for like 30 seconds, she becomes a ball of death. And staying in that ball for more than 2 seconds guarantees your immediate demise. So same thing. Whoever thought up that move should be sent to prison. I only rolled. Yes. Well, I mean, the guy I follow who does Dark Souls challenges, he beat Melania with a torch, and just the torch. The base torch of Elden Ring. That I'm not doing. My Dark Souls series was so... I mean, not Dark Souls. My Bloodborne playthrough was far too long. And... and... of the two, it is the much smaller game. Not even... no. Well, actually, you know, I'm saying... no. Because I was about to say, I could just run up to Melania now with a torch, right? But, problem is, it wouldn't feel like I earned it. You know? Like, I'm like a level 150 in the game now, after I've beaten it for the first time. So, like, I haven't earned any of that with the torch. Yeah. So maybe I'll stream my attempts against Melania at some point. There is one thing I noticed, which is that if y'all are having a hard time on Melania currently, or planning to fight her, I noticed one specific thing that I think could help anyone beat her, which is that she does her absolutely insane, awful attack at certain health thresholds. So at 2 specific instances, when you get her health down to a certain point, it will trigger her to do the dance attack. And what you can do is you can run across the map and throw like a throwing knife at her or whatever, and she'll dodge that and then go right into it, which which makes it possible to dodge. It makes the fight doable because you can run across the map. You can avoid her attack and then get back to fighting her. So that's the only advice I could really give for someone. I've made it to... oh, and here's the other thing. I've made it to phase 2 a couple times on that fight. But I don't get far because, A, at that point, my health is really getting down there. If I have healing left, period. And she starts phase 2 not fully healed, but instead at one of the thresholds for the dance. So you do a hit on her, and she's ready to pop off her biggest attack. Which is, like, that's, like, sadistic. That's not, like, challenging. That is, like, If you don't realize that's the case, then the person who's designed the fight is torturing you. They are actively fucking with you in the worst way possible. It's like Pig's chat getting him to kill the Firekeeper. It's like the player didn't know or ask for this, and yet you foisted it upon them regardless. And the game is only harder in a much more unfun fashion because of it. Have a good whatever you're doing, Shadow Mage. You brought it up again. Pig, I'm bringing it up not because I laugh or find it funny, but because I'm angry. I'm angry on my friend Pig's behalf, because I like Dark Souls. And my friend Pig's Dark Soul experience was ruined because chat decided to make him do an out-of-the-way quest line that makes the game harder, especially if you don't know about the secret fire, the alternative Firekeepers. And the other thing about the quest line is that you get a really good reward for doing it, or just killing the guy, period. But no, chat wasn't doing it for that, because you didn't get the reward, Pig. You only got Dead Firekeeper. It has one of the best rewards in the game, but no one bothered to mention that part. I just remembered Pig is going back to Dark Souls. Because, donations. Exciting. I'll be excited to be there personally. Watch Pig try his hardest. There is one fight. I think Pig is going to be like, oh, sweet lord. But I'm sure he can get it. People do consider Smough and Ornstein the hardest fight in that game. For a reason. Man, we're talking a lot about Dark Souls today, huh? It's the start of the Halloween month, and instead of playing a scary game, I'm playing Kirby and talking about Dark Souls. The theme is just a mess. Just a mess today. Speaking of themes, I realized my PNGtuber's theme is a little... I don't know. I already mentioned, I thought. It's like putting a hat on a hat, a bit. But what I imagine is like, he's the star of an adventure show in like the era of black and white television. He's a pirate rabbit who stars in an adventure show for kids. Looking for the One Piece. The One Piece! The One Piece is real! I like that meme, but much like Running Up That Hill, I don't like the song it is associated with. The One Piece! The One Piece is real! Kirby is looking for One Piece. One piece of our friend's broken ship. I do like Kirby's lore being hidden. And a video I watched on YouTube, which was really great, which is called Kirby Designing for Friendship. Dark Souls Shadow Mage, which is completely valid. Oh, I know who this boss is. Oh, I know who this boss is. And I'm excited. Anyway. Raisin Ruins. But yeah, a video I love called Kirby Designing for Friendship talked about like how the lore evolves and stuff like that. And they're like, why does it work in Kirby, you know? Why does Kirby need a deep, like, complicated lore and story when it's this, you know, cutesy, largely kid-friendly game? And the reason he gave is the reason it works is that because Kirby doesn't care. He can't read. Kirby can't read. So he can't know the lore, period. Oh my gosh, he's here. Chat, it's him. It's really him. It's Mr. Duder! Oh, he has skulls? Why does he have skulls? Oh, I do love the boss theme in this game. Chat, we gotta be on the lookout for Mr. Duder. Truly one of Kirby's most powerful enemies. But anyway, I was talking about all this because I like Kirby's lore and stuff and how it's hidden. But one of the main characters' name in this game is Magalore. And I want to know, like, okay, so the main character, there are 5 main characters in this game. Kirby, Dedede, Meta Knight, Waddle Dee, and Magalore. There's only one movie that makes me dip out as fast as I just did. May I ask what the movie is, Wax? His name is Bandana D. You're not... Well, no! Technically, his name is Bandana Waddle Dee. Officially. Bandana D is his nickname, but you are right. His full name, Bandana first name, Waddle middle name, D last name. Oh my gosh, can I say something? You know something I'm always curious about? Okay, so Dedede is a penguin. That's whatever. Dreamland has both sentient animals, plants, and then whatever the heck the Waddle Dees and everything else is, right? But is he named Dedede because he's the king of the Waddle Dees? Or is his name always Dedede? Crying many times. I don't get that reference at all, Whack, which is fine. Someone will. What did you say? Wait, Magalore, I'm gonna be real, I didn't pay attention. Oh, coming back. I'm not gonna tell you it again if you're making fun of how I talk. Absolutely no. It lies at the end of an inner... Oh. So the lore is a beast. It can get there in no time. I can't wait to go home. Okay. He was telling us he's gonna show us where he's from. So... What's the movie? Amazing, and you should watch it. I'm not sure, Wax. It sounds sad. Sad or scary. I'm just checking something real quick. Okay. Sad, really sad. Dedede make them take his last name. So you're saying he was always named Dedede, and the species isn't inherently named the Waddle Dees, Onion Ocean, but instead are named that because he made them name that. I'm just checking something real quick. Blah blah blah. Listen, I want to get something right, so that way everything goes smoothly. I'm sorry. Up. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure. Watch it till 9 times. Damn. Yeah, that's intense. I believe I've talked before about how I want to be in the right mood to consume certain kind of media. Now you can understand seeing a movie that makes you cry, and then not wanting to watch it every now and then because it's making you cry. Something I do try to program, like, out of myself is the immediate assumption that crying is inherently a bad thing. Not to say like you shouldn't cry, but more so that crying is inherently negative, period. You know? Like someone cries and it's and we're in and it is a problem to be solved. Like I'm trying to make sure I because I do understand it. Crying is okay, you mean? Yeah, but what I'm trying to clarify is that I'm not saying I think crying is like, you know, is like a crime. I'm saying when someone cries, you don't need to be like, stop! No, it'll be okay. Like, sometimes people just need to let it out. So, yeah, exactly. Get out all the sad juice. It's okay to cry. We need to release some sad juice every now and then. Yeah. I didn't mean to take too long to explain the very basic thought I was conveying. But at the same time, when I said it at first, I was like, it makes it sound like I'm describing crying as a crime that needs to be stopped. Like someone starts crying, and I break in their window and arrest them. Those parts of levels in Kirby games, the part where you're on the warp star, flying past stuff, have always perturbed me. Because Kirby games, for the most part, like literally ever since the second game in the series, have had very easy completion percent. That is clear from the outset. The only problem being that you have to be paying attention to the level to get them all, like the rainbow drops, etc., etc. And those sections make me think, no, I'm missing it! No, go back! Kirby! Kirby, turn the car around! Kirby, we gotta go back! There might be a rainbow drop! You don't understand! I'm trying to get the good ending! Kirby, the game is called Crystal Shards and I don't have any! Stop! You violated the law! Yeah. The Dovahkiin cries in Skyrim and all of a sudden the guy turns around. Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or suffer the punishment. And then you give him money and he's like, thank you, kind sir. Man. So here's the thing. We were just talking about me stealing Pig's idea. Well, not me and Pig. Here's the thing. Me and Pig are friends. We share interest and audience. So it's kind of natural we'd have very similar ideas many of the times. But I was consider playing Skyrim. But I don't want to do a vanilla Skyrim playthrough. That doesn't interest me in the slightest. But Pig did a special Skyrim playthrough where he was a cheese thief. And I don't want to do that either. I want to mod Skyrim. Not in the way anyone is thinking of. I want to mod Skyrim in my own specific way. So that I can have fun with it. In a full playthrough. I just don't know when the right time to do that would be. To be fair, in respect to the Pig conversation, like, it's not anytime soon, and I think Pig actually might be, if not near done. I don't know. Is Pig here? Pig, are you done, cheese thief? Or are you still doing some cheese thieving? Either way. So, it would probably be after. By a good bit, but... Coop, coop, coop. A bee. It's Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy with that thicky bobicky bee. I have almost definitely... I am so pissed. This is the thing. I love Kirby games. This is the thing that freaks me the fuck out about them every time. I've almost definitely missed a power sphere, right? Like, I have had to have. I don't know how I couldn't. But where would it have been? Also, nice star count. No. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that scared me. I was like, I messed. Damn it! I did mess up. I didn't know it was timed. Forgive me, mother. Mother. Oh no, my boy. This is gonna fill in order. Okay. So that might be the first energy sphere. I don't know, and I'm too scared to assume. Man. You know, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't give too much credence to, like, graphics. Like, don't get me wrong. I definitely think, yeah, games being 60 FPS are nice and all that. High definition, even better, because it's good when you don't see individual pixels. Unless it's pixel art, in which case it's perfectly acceptable. But all that being said, art direction is so much more important to me. Because this game is pretty old at this point. Look at the water! I wasn't even looking at the water in the background. Look how nice that background looks. Lord in heaven. I can't wait for this to be on the Switch. I'm gonna 100%... Like, I'm not 100%ing it on stream. But I'm definitely 100%ing it on Switch when it comes out, because... Oh my. Oh my, oh my. This is a pretty game. And I like me some Kirby. Is there gonna be like a Mega Iceman? A Mega Snowman, if you will? There is! Chili! I should text Deja. Deja loves chili. Oh, he's got a soft serve on his head. Oh! I forgot about this entirely! Da 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 Katamari Damacy. Da 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 Katamari Damacy. Da 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 do 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 da 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 da. I did try, so I have Katamari on Switch and I tried it. I don't think it's for me. I found the controls very weird. I know people adore that game, the soundtrack is great, but I think I might stick to watching people play Katamari. Because I don't think I'm any good at it. And it hurts my brain to play. So instead of enjoying it myself, I think I'll just watch people. Did Pig play Katamari? I believe he did. I can just watch my good friend Pig play it. Why would I need to play Katamari when I can watch Pig play it? An inherently improved experience because Pig is so great. I'm talking about Pig a lot this stream. And that's okay, because I like Pig. That sounds a little gay, Cahill. It is a little gay, Cahill. Oh my lord. Mushroom, I don't apologize for killing you. It was a merciful death compared to what's coming. Look at Kirby. Love a Kirby. Love a Turbo. Not Return to Dreamland. Star Allies isn't like the necessarily fanciest game. You know, not the biggest or most like well-rounded Kirby game of them all. But man, I do really enjoy that as a completion percent, you can unlock Kirby in his classic art style. That's very good. It's not even like classic Kirby, because that would be like the pixel art, you know? It's specifically like box art cover Kirby. And I like it. In Mega Man 12, can we play as box art Mega Man? They have done that. Capcom has acknowledged box art of Mega Man 1 quite a few times. The European releases of Mega Man actually had some really good box art, honestly. The European release of Mega Man 1 had, like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. It was... They must have paid that person very well, because it is some good box art for an NES game. An NES game with no, like, build-up or anything. Because remember, it was literally the first Mega Man game. They didn't have to go this hard. And yeah, whoever did that box art did. Bro. I do remember looking up who did the box art for Sonic. Like the first couple Sonic games. Because they have pretty good box art, and also I saw a concept sketch of what like the Sonic and Knuckles box art was supposed to look like. And it's a pretty looking box art. Damn it. Love me some Iron game. That's one reason I love Persona 5 so much. Persona 5's art direction, and I've said this because I've listened to just Persona music for entire art streams. Persona 5's art direction just runs throughout its entire game. It's not just like the concept art or UI elements. Like the entire game has this one strong art style, and it is beautiful. Beautiful. Hi! Hi! I'll do that at work. Like, I don't know why, as someone who likes to stay inside alone, I chose a job where I'm working outdoors and talking to people all day. But every now and then, when someone gets on a ride, I'll be like, hi! My voice cracked doing that, so it won't be that haunting or awful to listen to, hopefully. But... also, we do have some spooky games to play, but we also have a GeoGuessr stream to do, because I did promise that. 30 energy spheres. Have we done all of the energy spheres thus far? Good. The only thing I like more than completing a game is completing it just with no effort. Just look at the save file, 100%. Did it all by accident. I'm that good of a gamer. That quality of a gamer. Squid! There's... speaking of completion and Kirby, like, in Forgotten Lands, there's... oh, hello? What was that thing? There's the Waddle Dees, which are, like, just... I mean, they're people, but the Waddle Dees are one of the best collectibles in any Kirby game. They're so fun to get, and they're so cute. I love them. It makes me feel bad that they're enemies in so many other Kirby games. But, one of the most fun quests, for me, in Forgotten Lands, is there's a desert level. I mean, there's a couple desert levels. There's a whole desert world. But there's one specific one, and one of the Waddle Dee quest is to find a lost squid. And if you go through the level and like look for it, you will find one of the water enemies just hanging out in a corner of the desert. And it's the only section of that like world that they're in. And it's just I like it. Oh, Kirby. I was just enjoying how relaxing the music was. Oh my lord, Kibbleblade. He is buffed out. I love a Sir Kibble. Sir Kibble has a fun name, and it gives you a great power-up. Unfortunately, I did have to kill him. But it's fine. Don't worry about what I did to Sir Kibble. Just worry about me complimenting him. So yeah, I don't know. I have to play Stray. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna download Stray and play that next, because here's the thing. I was just thinking about my 2022 game of the year. Because for a while now, I've done as well as I can to try and keep up with the games that are releasing. I'm trying not to go bankrupt, because Lord in heaven, don't. Don't think about what. No one has to know what happened to Sir Kibble. There was a Kirby on the grassy knoll. Oh, that was too soon. Anyway. But yeah. But actually, Greg got me straight for my birthday, which was so incredibly nice of him. Greg has got me 2 games, and I need to play them. One is Psychonauts. And at first I was worried about it, because he just got it for me, and I was like, Greg, did you get me a game? He was like, yes. I was like, why? And do I need to repay you? And he's like, it was $1. And I was like, oh, okay. I think I did still donate, and if not, I'll go to his stream next time and just donate $1. But regardless, and he also got me straight for my birthday. It happened on stream. You can go back and watch it. Where I was like, are you going to get me a game anyway? He's like, yes. And I was like, okay, give me a minute. So I picked one. I both won it, and it wasn't like full price. And I was like, okay. Also, I did get... Oh my goodness. Talking about... Spear. Okay. I was like... I realized they had spears. I was like, bees! I was like, wait a minute. There we go. Speaking of that kind of stuff, I ended up finally getting... I didn't get all the Smash Fighter DLC when it came out, and I ended up doing so recently because Pulsar Impulse, who is a great watch streamer, is doing a Smash tournament. I was like, okay, let me get back into Smash. It's coming up in this month. I like playing me some Pac-Man. Like, Pac-Man was a game I played a lot as a kid. In fact, I have on me right now, it's right on my TV console, is a Pac-Man plug-and-play game, and also the, when we used to go camping down the Jersey Shore, which was a great time, still is, it's beautiful, love going down there. But specifically beforehand, we used to go camping down there, and the laundry mat we went to, because the campsite didn't have... I actually don't know if our campsite had a laundry place, but we weren't using it, that's for sure. We went to another one, and they had a honest-to-goodness Pac-Man machine. No! Okay. Well, I died, so we can just restart. Give me the boot. And when I was bored, I would either A, just like watch the you know, test display on it. I'm concentrating so hard on how the jumping worked. There we go. Oh, or if I was lucky, my mom would be like, here, a quarter. For you, little Uzi, a Rob Zombie poster. Whee! So, yeah, I did a lot. Because that was something I wanted to do, right? It's not as important in Smash Bros. As it is to me in Pokemon. Where in Pokemon I like to use a team I assemble while doing a normal playthrough of the game. But... No! Okay, we're dying. We're dying. We have to start over. Okay. Okay. Kirby has to go reset the timeline real quick. Give him a second. Yeah, it's not... Unlike other games where people are like, it's different versions of them being reborn eternally. No. The world resets for Kirby. Anyway. But like... Yeah, I could just find like a fighter specifically in Smash that I like playing as. And I have. It's Pac-Man. But I also want to play as someone who like, I know and am a fan of. Like, I've never even played an F-Zero. I could change that on stream, I guess. But, the point is I haven't. I didn't grow up with it. But I did grow up with, like, Mega Man and Pac-Man. So... Well, I was literally about to say I'm concentrating so hard. I'm glad I was a little too slow on that, because this is why we got the lives. This is why we got the lives, and also why I'm probably not beating it in one sitting. Because as much as I'm not 100, like, if I get to the end of the level, I'm like, man, I missed an energy sphere. I'm not going back. But if I'm in the middle of the level, and there's clearly an energy sphere I can get, I want to go get the energy sphere. You don't get to tell me I don't get my energy sphere. Uh-oh. Oh, this boot is so jank. I'm pretty sure I have gotten all the energy spheres before. That was on my... This is the Wii version, but I'm playing it on a Wii U, so the memory is not the same. Hey. Rude. Double rude. If you haven't noticed, I'm trying to get an energy sphere, sir. I don't know why you're... You know, so many of the games, it's like King DDD or someone sending out, cute little soldiers to stop Kirby. But no, in this one, Kirby's just attacking the wildlife. The wildlife on Dreamland is apparently very dangerous. Oh no. I don't... We've gotten to that point, chat. We've gotten to the point in the stream where Cahill found a dumb thing to do. And he will not stop. He will not quit. I realized the streamer I watch... Like, I only realized this recently after watching their highlights. They don't put, like, chat on screen, like, in the video. And I realized they did that so that if someone says something bad in chat, it's not saved on the VOD, which is completely understandable, especially on the internet. But, I don't know. Personally... Oh my goodness. I like saving the chat interactions as much as I like saving the video of what happened on stream. Like, heck, I feel if I didn't have chat saved on screen with me, I wouldn't even feel the need to archive the VODs, you know? Because interacting with people who pop in is arguably the most important part of stream. It's why I never wanted to be a YouTuber with, like, streaming calls to me. Because you get, if you're lucky, I should say if you're lucky, you get to hang out with cool people. People who share your interests and like games you like. So. Come on, damn it. I thought I could make it. Oh, why do those fish move? I wish fish didn't swim. I think this is a super old post. Especially since it's about like a Call of Duty type game, but I remember there's a post about like a developer making, you know, one of your first-person shooters, and they have an underwater section, and they're like, so we've designed this AI so that the fish move away from you. You know, really showing it off, being like, look at this thing we've developed. Fish move away from you. And then someone posted footage of Mario 64, literally the first 3D game, where the fish move away from you if you're in the lake near the castle. And it's like, well, it's probably not as new as they're making it out to be. We've had the technology. Heck yeah! Heck yeah! What if you spawned in here with the shoe and it killed you instantly because you're in water? I did it! I did it! Go Cahill! Got my spheres. What even is technology? Miserable pile of secrets. Segue. There has been a lot of conversation about, let's say, AI in the past, you know, the past couple months or month. I don't know. I can't keep track of internet time. And keeping track of time through the internet is so insanely wild and not something anyone should attempt to do. But regardless, I have my own opinions about that. I don't care. I'm not going to talk about them. I don't even feel like talking about it, like, in the place where it's relevant. But something I've thought about for a long while, especially with so many movies and stuff making a big deal about the robot apocalypse, is, like, the substantial leap technology has to make just for AI, you know, like artificial intelligence in a real, almost living format. Like the leap it has to make for that to be possible. Because I'd imagine it's not even about thinking. It's also about like emotion and stuff. And how can we tell if we've simulated or created that properly? And if we do it improperly, maybe we will get a Skynet situation. So we gotta be careful about that. I thought about that for a long time. You know. Making artificial intelligences, it would be in everyone's best interest if we make it so that they give a crap about humans and living things. In a very not murdery way. Look at these cute little bats. I'm so sorry they're dead. So yeah. I've definitely... I knew this was well, okay, let me be honest. I didn't know it was going to happen. So I was afraid the world was going to end. But I suspect this might happen. Because when I was younger, the idea of the Mayan apocalypse was so fucking scary to me. And there's no reason anyone should be scaring children that bad about the world ending. But on top of that, also, AI apocalypse scared me. And now that's kind of less so. Don't get me wrong, I have... Oh no. I probably needed that hammer power, huh? Or is that for fun? Since it works underwater. We'll see. Wait, let's see. Ow. Oh, I'm not dead. Fantastic. They're between Skynet. Threatening. Okay, well, I will say, let's not get that real. But yeah, no, exactly. I mean, that is part of it, right? You realize there is, like, somewhat, if not definitely, scarier stuff as you get older and are forced to learn more about the world. And you get desensitized to that over worrying about the possibility of the world kablooing. This one. I'm almost positive. This one. Yes. Damn it. So yeah. I don't want to actually talk about doom and stuff, but absolutely. You're like, I really don't need to worry about the world blowing up anytime soon, do I? Probably not. But who's to really say? Also, if the world is going to blow up anytime soon, is there anything we can do to stop it? You know what? Speaking of, we should all, like, IMO, we should all give a bit more of a heck about the fact that, what was I thinking of? NASA recently, like, blew up an asteroid. Oh, these guys are funky. Like, absolutely. There's plenty of stuff wrong in the world, but, I mean, hey. We just developed technology to defend the Earth against the possibility of one of the most likely major extinction events. That's pretty neat. That doesn't happen every day. Moundo. Well, unfortunately for him, Rock is weak to grass type. Also, this guy looks so much like a 2D character, despite being a 3D model. I would say that about every character in this game, but he definitely does. But yeah. So, that's pretty cool. Oh, to see if they can mute it. I mean, yeah. Okay. But you're right, and I could have said that. Yeah, I was about to say, I could have said that, but it's the same thing. Listen, as long as the asteroid doesn't hit Earth, it might as well blow up, because we'll probably never see it again. Unless it grounds the sun and goes in for a second pass. And at that point, it has to become a very large and present issue. That there's an asteroid, and there probably are a few, but that there's an asteroid constantly circling the sun. Always almost hitting Earth. At that point, we probably do want to see if we can blow it up. Because, you know. No, you good. No, here's the thing, Wax. You had every right. You had every right to be pedantic about that, because it is true. But still, you know. Listen, I like celebrating it, because we do face a lot of problems. There's a lot of bad stuff happening. But, you know, one way we can make our home better is I have to pay super attention to this. Okay, ready? Okay, that one, that one, that one. It's the end. It's the end. It's the end. Put me in for the end, Alex. I'm pretty sure. Anyway. But I feel like one way we can guarantee we'll end up making our home better is to not worry about it being blown up by an asteroid. I know some people might be like, who cares? We have so many problems, who cares if we can defend ourselves from space threats? But I would argue, more so than space travel, making sure that on a random Tuesday afternoon, we don't get absolutely clobbered by a mountain the size of Texas. That helps guarantee things will end up being better at some point. From space prep. No! Well, no, Wax. We don't have many ways to defend from space threats. We just made one. If, like, a really big space threat came along right now, we wouldn't be overly prepared. But we're getting there. Come on now. Sure, we don't have satellite lasers protecting us from just the absolute existential cold abyss that is space. But I try. I have my moments. I do have my moments. I mean, that's the thing, right? I have no doubt, if it came down to it, humanity has the firepower to take what is ever about to hit Earth, so long as it is a physical thing, and blow it the hell out of the sky. But we would have to, like, cobble things together to get it up there, right? And it's better if we don't wait for that to happen in order to, you know, in order to have to do it, in order to figure it out. Probably better if we figure it out beforehand. So in case we do need that. Yeah. But like, yeah, my mom was talking about how that's similar to Armageddon with Bruce Willis, and it's not. Because Wax does have a point. Blowing up an asteroid to the point where you don't have to worry about it destroying Earth is so much harder than hitting it in such a way that it just moves. Like, it takes so much more firepower to do the latter. Which is just one of many ways Armageddon is a very scientifically inaccurate movie. Yeah. I wonder if there's any feasible method of, like, defending against a black hole. Like, black holes don't move, because the thing that makes anything move in space is typically gravity. And the only thing that has better gravity than a black hole is another black hole. I have heard of a black hole bomb. They're super cool. But that's what I'm saying, is if a black hole was ever in such a way that it would threaten Earth, I wonder if there's anything, like, remotely possible humanity could do against it. I have to kill this. I know I have to kill this octopus, and I'm gonna. Oh wait. You absolute piece of shit. I'm just gonna keep throwing a dragon at you. Fucking did it. Calamari. You ho. Give me my spheres. Yeah. Yes. I see Wax also enjoys a Kurzgesagt video. In respect, because that's a lot of where my more like niche, impressive scientific knowledge comes from. I do like me some science. Who doesn't? Some people. They do existential crises on a pretty regular basis. But yeah. I'm actually, I don't know the viability of this, but something I'm interested in is the idea of, like, because Wax just brought up the how black hole bombs, being that black holes will last longer than any star, might be one of the only ways for humanity to outlive the universe, in a matter of speaking. But something I've always wondered is, when black holes die out, there will still be matter in the universe. And I've always wondered, is assuming a human civilization structure could avoid getting sucked up by one of the final black holes in the universe, period. If it could use that, like, that final matter in order to... I want to use the spear this time. In order to, like, help make energy to keep them alive. Because if we can get reactors that can help us simulate sunlight, then humanity can live for who knows how long. But then again, I guess what I'm thinking of is just the idea of finding a perpetual energy machine. Like, if humanity gets perpetual energy, then it is completely possible that we could build a structure that would house us past the death date of the heat death of the universe. Unless, like, something big unless something specific and big comes along that is wiping out everything, which is a horrible thing to think about, and a Kirby villain, then it would be a matter of avoiding just the cataclysmic stuff happening in the universe, like massive black holes being left everywhere. Yeah, I agree. Well, I think, one of the things I like thinking about Wax is how to make them not insanely oppressive. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, a mega structure built to house humanity longer than any planet or star could do so is an incredible thought. But also, if you're not somewhat artistic with it, you will make an incredibly depressing place for the species to live forever. Like, we basically need to make a really cool cruise ship. IMO. With like a park and with like multiple central parks and everything. Or otherwise, all of those 90s sci-fi films will be right. And if we can't let the 90s be right, we just can't. I mean, in the same vein as Kurt's Gesagt, because they've talked about this before with making a Dyson sphere. Anything but the 90s. Anything but 90s sci-fi. Lord in heaven, we can't. They talk about making a Dyson sphere, which is the theoretical structure that encompasses a solar system star and allows you to draw as much energy from it as possible. But they talked about how to do that, we need to like harvest like entire asteroids or even just Mercury. And I imagine the same kind of effort it would take to make a Dyson sphere could be put into making that mega structure. Of course, the argument could be made that you would need to make a Dyson sphere in order to make that structure, you know, set up the biggest forge in history in order to create it. But also, fun fact, I am named Cahill Comics. We're all talking, well, not all. Me and Wax are here talking about this, and I enjoy it. Thank you, Wax. This is basically just Galactus's backstory. Damn it. Like, Galactus's whole... I didn't... Okay. Before I get into this, let me just defend my stupidity here. I knew pressing this button... Anytime... I love talking about this kind of stuff. Especially since Kurt's Gesagt is some of the most advanced science knowledge I know. I knew when I pressed this button, they would die, right? I didn't know it would close. So I was trying to avoid pressing the button. Period. And then I ended up doing so and trying to attack them. Only to realize after that it would open again. Allowing me to then get the key. So, goodbye, Waddle Dees. I miss you. There we go. But yeah. They ever talk about star computer? I don't think so. They have talked about quantum computer. Something I want to know about just like theoretical physics and astrophysics in general is they went over Hawking radiation, which is how like black holes end up losing their mass. Because since nothing can escape a black hole, when particles come into existence, which they do, one will come into existence on one side of the event horizon, and one will come into existence on the other side. And the one that gets away is what takes some mass with it, blah blah blah. I'm wicked oversimplifying this and probably getting it wrong. And I've heard this idea before in different physics discussions, right? Like fundamental particles, molecules, very small stuff coming in and out of existence. I want to know, A, is that true? And B, if it's true, where are they going? What's happening to them? Do we know that? Or no? Is that an unknown? Do we not know where the very small stuff is ending up when it blinks out of reality? Using a star for energy, you use it for processing power. Let's see. Yeah. They went over quantum computers, which is like when you break down a computer, it's ones and zeros. The basic interaction of yes or no, on or off. And by building on that millions of times, computers can do things like video games. Yay. Damn it, what am I thinking of? Oh yeah. And a quantum computer, by using some of the smallest stuff in the world, is able to do that almost instantaneously. Because, you know, superpositioning. What's it called? Schrodinger's cat. It is both at the same time until you observe it, making it insanely fast. Matryoshka brain. I do believe I've heard of that one. I feel like I've heard that term before, Wax. And I'm not trying to pretend I'm smart. I'm wicked not. You did just hear me talk about that. I just threw out so many buzz terms. I hope people who know what I'm talking about understand that I have the very basics of the concept and we're just trying to say it in words. But yeah. Only for Fortnite. Real Fortnite. I do think, so, because, there's a game like Soma, which posits this idea, and there's other sci-fi like this, where the world comes to an end, and to survive it, humanity loads, like, all of humanity's collective consciousness into a computer, and I think that's a bad idea. That's existentially decently horrifying, on top of just the fact that I would like to physically know, like, sure, it's probably easier to maintain in some ways than physical human beings. But but the thing about physical human beings is they reproduce and have physical agency on the world, whereas AI programs do not. And you always run the threat of the computer eventually breaking. So, and I don't want to know what that looks like. I don't want to know what it looks like on the inside of a humanity supercomputer as it's breaking. Why are we talking about, like... I've been playing Kirby for the past 2 hours. Why have we just been talking about, like, some of the most, like, absolutely just dreadful topics? Like Dark Souls, existential horror. Why do I have a death ball? Kirby, why do you have this? Oh no. Okay. I try again. Well, there's 5 of them. That is true. Well, Wax, not to be pedantic again, but it is kind of all of humanity at that moment. Though I guess not when the project starts, because when the project in Soma starts, if I'm not mistaken, the rest of humanity is still alive. It is then... There, it's another one of these things. So, but anyway, yeah. My favorite part about Soma is, but no, that is true. Kirby is secretly about a lot of eldritch horrors. Another Kirby video I like watching is the concept of putting dark matter, the main villain of early and some late Kirby games, into Smash. And I mean, that's just fun because dark matter is a pretty fun villain to mess around with. Do I have to hold this until it explodes? Is that what I'm hearing? I guess so. There we go. It was just a 1-up! Damn it! Yeah. Like, dark matter has a great, simple design. I did an animation of it. And on top of that, you got things like 02. Who just, like, a horrifying, but at the same time incredibly great main villain to have in your game. There's the spheres. Excuse me, Mr. Wallaby, you must perish. You must perish for my plots, for my spheres. Is that Atlantis? Huh. This is a hot anime. Wrong 02. Inferior 02. Here's the thing. I know there is an anime girl. I didn't at all. Someone worked so hard to make that city in the background. And neither me nor Wax saw it until I had to go backwards. Well, I was not fast enough. He's faster than Sonic. Oh no. Anyway, yeah, I have heard that 02 is apparently the name of an anime girl. Thing is, I don't know what anime she's from. I'm pretty sure I've seen images of her. Well, but I don't know what she is specifically from. Man, it'd be great if I didn't die repeatedly attempting this. Okay. Well, it's nap time. Shh, chat. It's nap time. It's no longer nap time. We're good. Don't watch the latter half of the anime. That is true of so many animes. I've been talking a lot about video essays I watch, and I've mentioned Super Eye Patch Wolf before. But, like, you know, he talks about Berserk. You ever think about how Berserk, no matter how you feel about it, is, I mean, one of just, like, the greatest in scope and scale and writing, fantasy stories of all time, and B, manga of all time, and yet, it has never gotten a proper anime adaptation. Hey, Wax, how dare you? I'm literally reading One Piece. Well, wait. Are you saying you need to read One Piece instead of watch it? Because I am. I am trying my best to... Okay, this is not happening. I need to really get off to the races when I do this. I am doing my best to absorb as many little details as I can. But yeah, I figured it'd be much more efficient to read One Piece rather than watch it. Because watching it is a set amount of time that includes filler they put in order for the anime to catch up with the manga. And I was like, I'd actually rather read it. I don't know. Well, okay. Shonen Jump doesn't need a fucking endorsement because it's Shonen Jump. It's made some of the biggest anime and franchises in the world. If you don't know what Shonen Jump is, you almost definitely know one of the things that have been published in it. But there is a mobile app, and the subscription is only $1. So if you're like, I want to read something, and I've heard One Piece is good, getting that app and subscription on your phone is not only a way to get lots of great manga, because, you know, like Shonen Jump publishes fucking everything, but also a good way to consume One Piece, so far to my knowledge, because that's how I've been consuming it. I have liked One Piece so far. It's one of those things where it's like, I do enjoy this, but like, I know some people, like, this is their life, and I'm not there yet. I might get there, but I'm sure I'm already past the point where some people, like, you know, are like, One Piece is everything to me. Because I'm in, like, the 3rd saga at this rate. No! I'm in the 4th saga! Because I've done East Blue, Alabasta, and Sky Island. And out of the 3 of those, Alabasta was probably my favorite. Alabasta ruled. Like Vivi, like her being on the ship and everything. Got Chopper. It was really cool. Cooking Papa. Is it related to Cooking Mama? Or are they just really dancing on that copyright infringement? Cooking Mama, who famously, you know, tried to farm Bitcoin from everyone's Switches. That's probably not accurate to what was actually... No, wait. Isn't it accurate? Because wasn't it trying to use, like, the processing power of the Switches for cryptocurrency purposes? Is that not an accurate description of what they're trying to do with Cooking Mama, with hacking Cooking Mama? After the divorce. Damn. Poor Cooking Papa. I already have a spear. Okay, let's go for it. Oh, so I have a feeling to take place underwater, so... And spear works underwater. Let's just keep going with it. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he's a chubby man. This honestly feels more like a mini boss than an actual boss. Until he did just inflate and get much bigger. Wait, he's named Fatty Puffer? That's... Damn, you don't gotta do my man like that. Oh my... How? How? I just gotta stay at the top and hope I make it to the top in time. Perish. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. 2 wings. Of course, we all know the first thing all boats need are their wings. More so than any other part of the boat. Story. Auto repairs. Kirby got a part-time job at the Jiffy Lube to pay off his crippling eating habits. His financially crippling eating habits. It's not a weight problem, his metabolism is crazy. It is, however, a financial problem. As he clears out the Golden Corral.
Welcome back, Kirby. With the left wing back in place, the wings are finally complete.
I said.
It's finally looking like a real star cutter again. If we can find the last 2 parts, the lure will be ready to fly in no time. Keep at it, Kirby. I believe in you.
Thanks. I believe in me too. I'm Kirby. Kirby! Rest in peace, my man John Kirby. The guy who defended Donkey Kong for Nintendo. Not from Universal and for Nintendo. And that they ended up naming Kirby after. I hope he wasn't problematic. He was an old lawyer. So maybe, but... I don't know. Maybe that's literally the only thing wrong with Kirby. Is that he is named after a person who might not have the most spotless record. But I don't know. I know nothing about him, so. I know stuff about Jack Kirby. He's one of my favorite comic artists. I was working on the page for the Patreon today. It's almost done. I realized the reason I make the Patreon updates every, like, 2 weeks, basically, is not necessarily because I actually need 2 weeks to make a whole page. Granted, I imagine if I did take 2 weeks, the pages would look much better, but it takes 2 weeks for me to find enough time to do it. The right time and motivation. I was trying to, like, last night specifically, but unfortunately I was fucking tired after work. Like, my work got cut short and I was still very tired. So I ended up working on animation instead, because that's a bit easier. But yeah. I would love it to be weekly updates. I don't know. I do want... Maybe I should make a post in, Discord or Patreon. I don't know how many people will interact with the Patreon post, which is why I said Discord. But like, how people feel I should help promote it. Because like, one of my friends suggested Webtoon, like putting it on Webtoon. The only problem is, like, I charge $1 on Patreon, and if I put the comic somewhere else for free, then why is it all on Patreon, you know? And I don't necessarily want to, like, I don't know if this is awful to say, but like, I don't necessarily want it to be total, like, I made it cheap because I recognize, like, I'm not publishing a whole novel at once, so make it very affordable. But at the same time, I don't want it to be so completely, totally free because I would like to get a little something from it. I do put a good amount of work into it, whether anyone wants to believe that or not. So, even if no one's reading it, the possibility that someone could subscribe to it is enough to help me subscribe to it, and like I get like a couple cents off of that. That's enough for me. But if I don't, but like like Webtoon has like a whole deal, right? You know, in order for you to get paid for making comics on that. Granted, I know there's some really big comics published on Webtoon specifically, but I've had very bad luck. Like, Twitch is... Oh, no. Can I... Wait. I'm curious about something. Wait, no! No, no! Thank you. Okay. There we go. Heck yeah! Okay. Don't go. That's... I just slammed Kirby into the walls, and he's dead. Oh my lord. Do I keep the gear? Oh, I hope I keep the gear. I keep the gear. Fantastic. Anyway. Yeah. Twitch is by far one of the most successful things I've ever done internet-wise. And it's largely because I was just stuck around Barry's chat for so long and interacted there so much. So, okay. I need to stop doing that. So I'm not going to count on going to another platform and getting big enough there that the platform takes notice. That hasn't happened anywhere. Like, I found some success on Twitch. No internet platform has ever recognized Cahill Comics in any capacity. So, I will not be counting on it happening on Webtoon in order to bet my success. I'm not going to hinge my success on that. I'm gonna hit you with the definition of insanity. Listen. Oh wait, there's a secret. There's a secret. We got some DK barrels here, boys. What's down here? Oh heck yeah. I am the definition of insanity, Wax. So, don't even try me. When I'm in a being insane competition and my competitor is Cahill, note it fucking insane. Border of what is considered sane Cahill comics. A mic. Let me get on that mic. Fuck yeah! Mike! Kirby's name is Mike now. Look in the bottom corner. He's Mike. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe I should have saved that. I do like using the stars in Kirby though. They are another reason I love Forgotten Land so much is I think using no copy abilities, just using the boss attacks to hurt them is at its most satisfying. Like a boss hits the ground in that game and the stars go flying. And it just becomes so fun to fight. Hi, Queen! That's a very good trio emote. And very appropriate. Love a trio. I was saying much earlier in the stream, I wish I could be trio. I wish I could be a cool cosmic wish. Wish. Points, Tabby. I'm pretty good. Even better now that you're here, so. Playing some Kirby. Me and Wax have been talking about junk, science junk, existentially horrifying junk while playing Kirby. Honestly, so like again, let us not confuse this with me complaining in any fashion or being negative, but like whatever, regardless of how big my viewer count is, which I've long since turned off because it was at one point affecting me, like how active chat is can really affect how I'm feeling about my stream in terms of energy, because if no one's talking to me, like there's only so much rambling I can do. Oh no, I made him sad. I'm making them sad. No, no. Oh, this is horrifying. Well, first off, why are these trees snowmen? Anyway. But honestly, between getting to talk about science with Wax and just the general good vibe of Kirby, I'm doing pretty good. Ninja. Teenage Mutant Ninja Kirby's. Teenage Mutant Ninja Kirby's. Teenage Mutant Ninja Kirby's. Heroes in a half shell. Kirby power. I actually, okay, so I went through a bit of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a bit ago. That was fun. But here's the thing. Theme song, not incredible. And then, for the first, because I grew up with the 2003 Ninja Turtles, and then for the first time yesterday, I heard the 80s theme song, and I've realized something, chat. The 2012 Ninja Turtles just have the best fucking theme song for the franchise, period. Because there's Leonardo, he's the leader in blue. He does anything it takes to see his ninja through. Donatello is the fellow, got away with machines. Raphael's got the most attitude on the team. Michelangelo, he's one of a kind, and you always know where to find him when it's party time. And Master Splinter taught him everything they need to be a mean green lean ninja team. I did not list it. Here's the thing. I just listed 2 of the TMNT theme songs. And I did grow up with the other 3 Turtles, because I remember watching that show. I do not actually, however, remember the theme song. Do love that thing. It's great. From the themes I remember... damn. Wax got angry at Twitch. And understandable. Now, okay. Chat, listen. I need to warn you about something, okay? You're gonna want to hear this. This is really important. I'd feel bad if anyone didn't know about this. So, local good watch streamer Deerbits has a channel, an evil channel in their Discord, which you should not participate in. You should not visit or interact with in the slightest. It is a channel with resources on good Twitch ad blockers. And as we all know, none of us want to rob Twitch of its ad space. So I'd feel really bad if anyone decided to go there and, like, accidentally click on a link and download one of those ad blockers for free. I definitely have not done that, and don't currently have one on my browser. And it definitely wouldn't make my Twitch experience better. I haven't been enjoying the streams more because I don't have to worry about 2 5-minute ads out the front of the stream or during it while I'm watching it. Okay, good, Queen. I like I said, I feel really bad if anyone, like, accidentally went to that channel and interacted with it. That is a completely valid, take, Oax. Absolutely. Okay, I gotta use the fire billet. It's almost like there's a... There we go. Chip. Well, I can't use the fire ability now. It is... Let's not talk about this too much. Let's not talk about, like, the ins and outs of this, because it's too much, but, like, it is so wild that Twitch thinks it's a good idea to switch to more ad-based monetization. Like, as shitty as it is to say, it's more understandable to take a bigger cut of, like, you know, Twitch-centric revenue services, like bits and everything, than it is to do ads. Because, literally, the entire thing about Twitch as an entertainment service is that it is live entertainment and interaction with the entertainers. And it's not like television. In the old days, when you did live television, you would schedule in parts where you know there would be commercial breaks. And, you know, and not do stuff during that. Not have people worry about the stuff they're missing during those moments. Twitch streamers don't get much of a say in ads in that sense. Like, sure, you can choose to run an ad break, but the thing is, Twitch will do, like, the beginning ad, which you can't control because it's when people tune into your stream. On top of which, they will do a mid-roll at some point, again, which you have no control over. And if someone clicks off your stream by accident, they'll get the beginning ad again. Meaning, like, you know, they'll miss more parts of the stream. Which inherently means Twitch becomes a worse live streaming platform because of it. Like, I know this is easier said than done, but all one would theoretically... Hello, Mr. Gunny. That's a hell of a name. What is this option? Okay. I'm just looking at something on Twitch. It's just so wild, you know? It's so wild because, I don't know. I know it's easier said than done. I got distracted by something. I saw, like, a thing pop up in my, like, you know, browser. I was like, I am immediately distracted. I forgot how games work. But it's so wild because even though it's easier than done, all someone would have to do to make a better streaming platform than Twitch is to, you know, offer very similar services, but have less obnoxious ads. And then boom, bang, bada, bing. You got yourself superior streaming. That being said, Twitch is obviously a massive company, so things like all that software and computer stuff is obviously easier done by hundreds of people and thousands of dollars. But still, regardless of that, it is not theoretically impossible. I never got to go on Mixer. Like, they did Mixer, and everyone's like, that's interesting. And then, I don't know, I heard nothing about it, which is kind of a problem. And then they shut it down. I honestly think they had the right idea when they were like, let's sign Ninja on. Like, I don't think that's an awful idea, being like, hey, people come here for the streamers, so we need the streamers here. The only problem is, maybe they should have... Well, they probably did have more than Ninja, but I don't know. It's so easy for me to say, right? Because I don't watch a bunch of big streamers, but still. I would have put more money into getting many medium-sized streamer on your platform, as opposed to one very big one. Group set. You know what I mean? Because at the end, like, I know Ninja's huge, but at the end of the day, I feel like if you just offered many decently sized streamers better deals by coming and streaming exclusively on your platform, you will... Oh no, I'm in trouble. This is a super bunker. You'll get way more people than just trying to get the one guy. But hey, that's me. That's KO. What do I do? I don't run streaming services. So, it's so easy to say. I do recognize that. But, I am looking at this from retrospect. Hindsight's 2020. Mixer isn't around anymore. So who's to say my idea is worse? Because clearly what they did didn't work. Or at least not from their perspective, since they didn't, like, go bankrupt or obsolete, per se. They more so just shut themselves down. So... yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. I've talked many times before about the fact that, like, I've never met someone who watches Ninja. Which is wild to say, considering how big he is meant to be. So, I'm not trying to be rude to him, but it's an interesting phenomena. Phenomena. Do da 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 da. Phenomena. Do da da da. Phenomena. Da 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 da. Have to wait. Get back down there. I know how to play Jack in the Box. Oh no. I didn't mean that one. Up. So yeah. I don't know. I think it's interesting. Like, I do kind of hope someone else gives it a big chance. The only problem is I don't know what other kind of really big internet companies are interested in getting into live streaming, given the fact that Microsoft tried theirs and it didn't work out spectacularly. And Google has YouTube, and I don't think they're switching from that. You did what in the box? So yeah. It's like, what other players do we have? Maybe someone... I don't know. Because, you know, if it's not a big company, then it's an indie startup or something akin to it. And that inherently will have many more challenges to face in so many other ways. Unfortunately. I hate to say, I really do, because I would love to support something like that, but it is understandable that someone would not want to risk that kind of stuff without major backing. You know, we were talking about anime and manga and blah blah blah, and that's a thing about comics that is not very much applicable to so many other mediums. Is the fact that comics are one of the few art forms that can feasibly be done by a singular person. Yeah, the supers are cool. I was just thinking that. It's very neat. I also do... They kind of followed it up with the upgradable copy abilities in Forgotten Land. But I guess it is also kind of similar to the mech, even though I was comparing that more to like Riptide and Coup. The mech has similar... Because I've heard Planet Robobot described as like the ultimate power fantasy game, where you just become unstoppable. There's no denying that one of, like, the box art of this game has big sword. And when you use the sword ability in Robobot, you also get other big sword. Large robots, drill that'll pierce the heaven. I haven't watched Gurren Lagann. I should. I know. There's a lot of anime I need to watch. Ask Greg. He'll say I need to finish, film out of... Oh my goodness, gamer! Oh. Hello, Gamer Raiders. Welcome. I've just become the Hokage. And now I'm gonna beat Goku. That's the pod Naruto, right? Wait, I can't... Why can't I use my... Why can't I use my throwing knife in the air? I feel like I should be able to. I can throw stuff in the air. I need to catch up on Ruby. Absolutely. I think... So I can definitely agree, and I've said this many times. Volumes 4 and 5, bit of a low point for Ruby, but I think 6 and 7 would be great. And 8. 8's a little weird. I don't think it's quite as good as 6 and 7, but there's no doubt it's just continuing what was happening in those. I just feel like the other ones added stuff, and 8 has some problems, but also has some really cool stuff. Oh my, you guys just reminded me. Okay, so, there's a crossover comic of Ruby and the Justice League, which I don't adore. Because if you don't know, what happens is a Green Lantern, I think it's Cruz, I could be wrong, Jessica Cruz, the Green Lantern, is patrolling multiple universes. And she comes into the Ruby universe. And if you don't know stuff about Ruby, everyone in Ruby has a semblance. When she entered, she got a semblance. And that really messed up the whole, like, universe thing. And now Starro and the Justice League are in the Ruby universe. I don't like that because I don't want Justice League or DC Comics the universe, not the publisher. The publisher's fine. In a that they make okay comics kind of thing. I don't want the DC universe anywhere near my Ruby. And now Ruby's first movie It is. No, no, Wax, it is. This was an official crossover, and that was the explanation. What's up, Pig? But now Ruby's first movie is going to be based on that comic. The first Ruby movie is going to be about a crossover with the Justice League, which again is so wild. Heck yeah, Pig. Absolutely. No, I'm not lying. It's absolutely happening. I genuinely think just like... I think Ruby's got stuff to offer. I've said before. It's this whole thing. I don't think it's worth making a million video essays about complaining about it. Criticism is fine, obviously, but there's a lot of people who don't like Ruby and are vocal. Regardless, I think it's got its own unique energy going on. It's got its own vibe and art direction and a universe to offer. And I don't need crossovers for that, specifically. I feel like crossovers are done best when it's things that are inherently very similar. And, like, the interactions between the two similar but different stories and fantasy worlds. Oh, wow, I'm missing okay, wait. I'm missing everything, and I know I'm not going for 100%, but here's what I want to do. Get me to that warp star. Warp star, baby! Kirby's stylish ride. Your raccoon sometimes. I don't even think Ruby... Okay. I say this too much, but let me just... I don't think Ruby... It's just a show. I recognize it's not like... You know... I recognize sometimes, like, you might not like the direction the story's going in. Or there are some, like... You know... Things that could be written better just out the gate, but... I don't think it is so offensive. Daytime television. This gives me a fire ability, right? Yeah. Oh wow, I get even more abilities. Heck yeah. So yeah, we're done talking about that now. I'm gonna try to not make that comment every time. And we're done talking about it currently. I'm passionate about stuff, okay? I definitely don't want to be like, the things I like are above criticism. If anything, it's more derogatory than that. I don't think Ruby is worth the criticism. A tweet at the writers. Maybe. Video. No. You spend so much time on that. No. I feel that way about so much stuff. You know? I'm not trying to be like, I'm better. No. It's not that at all. It's just this case of I, much like a shark or a sloth, have not copious amounts of energy to spend doing stuff. So I have to choose. I have to choose what I'm spending my precious energy minutes on. So I try to not let it be something inherently negative. Like arguing with Twitters on children. Not children on Twitter. Twitter's on children. Oh no. Oh no, that's so much worse! Anyway. What else was I thinking of? Oh my lord. I got fucking bullied on Twitter. I got like shot. I don't. Oh no. I don't have a. You know what? Let's risk it for the biscuit because I don't have like a big fan base. Damn it. I don't have a big fan base. I don't think anyone's gonna dig this up. If like. Oh shit. I applied to an animation job, And I remember it specifically what it is now. I meant to say, because like, you know, it was a tweet with a, that is kind of specifically what I mean, are like YouTube comments and stuff, because, you know, as much as some video essays are like, wow, I don't agree with this in the slightest, you know, they work hard on it, and honestly, as long as it comes out as a good video, it is somewhat worth the time and energy and even attention. Especially if, and like, you know, I'm not watching all these video essays. Some of them probably do make a few valid points about Ruby in multiple ways. But regardless, there was a tweet being like, we need animators for a thing. And I was like, they had a link to an application. I applied to that, obviously. But then, just to increase my chances, I applied. I replied to the tweet itself. And I mean to say, it would be an honor to work with you. What my thumbs and I guess the iPhone think I'm saying is it would be a honor to work with you. It's honor but with a B instead of an H. And some random person on Twitter who in all due respect did like my reply, so they were helping me out a bit, but still decided to make a hilarious joke about how I'd get a boner working with them. And I was like, I can't believe I actually just got Twitter bullied. I can't believe this has happened today. On a professional application and everything. It's unbelievable. My life is ruined. I'll never work in this town again. Shit. That's bullshit. So you can't bring the crystal up unless you've already traversed this section before and used the firepower to clear the ladder, which you wouldn't know unless you've already done the section. Kirby is good, but sometimes it really likes, Kirby likes to prank you. Like canon Kirby, innocent baby, would never prank a soul. Kirby the series, absolutely fiendish, would prank you any day of the week. Do I have to? Okay, I don't have to like go through. Oh, that was fun. It says get. You have to be kidding me. I am the worst. If I hadn't gone immediately, I would have already decided not to have gone back. I don't know. Don't ask me how. I don't know. If I hadn't already started backtracking, I would have decided it wasn't worth it. But I decided to backtrack, so we're giving it one more shot. What did I say about... that's not Kirby pranking me, that's me being shit. It's just a bit shit. Oh. This is making me think, like... Oh, we missed our first energy here, chat. The 100% run is dead. My blind Kirby 100% run is now impossible. What? Oh, do I need a cutter? Oh wait, it doesn't matter if the door comes down with it, because I can fly up the door. Kirby can fly! You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can... Lord have it. My one friend is having me go through Digimon Ghost game. And I watched original Digimon as a kid and the Digimon movie. But other than that, have largely not consumed almost any Digimon content, right? Fucking, we're watching an episode. There's a very creepy Digimon. He's Peter Panmon. For me, it's not so much the kidnapping kids in the night thing, because even though he's humanoid, like, I mean, like, fucking kids are getting murked by Digimon left and right in this show. One of the early episodes, one of the Digimon is, like, knocking kids out and dragging their unconscious bodies through the hall, which is a wild thing to watch in this show. But regardless, Peter Panmon is creepy because he sniffs so much. Like, he puts a lot of investment in his smelling. So I get over the fact that it's called Peter Panmon. So, like, during, like, as we're watching the episode. The Digimon's whole thing is that he thinks adults are rotten. And everyone should say kids forever. So he's kidnapping kids and little Digimon alike in order to keep them from growing up in Never Never Land. Okay, that's pretty basic Peter Pan stuff in terms of making him a villain. Towards the end of the episode, they convince him that not all adults are bad, and that some adults can be cool, right? Okay, that's nice. Then a pirate ship comes out of an interdimensional digiportal, and a pirate, a really badass pirate, is on it, and is like, and he's basically like me! I am cool adult person. And Peter Panmon's like, who are you? Fucking Captain Hookmon! I hate! I'm so angry. I am so upset. I'm so upset that they did that. They were like, Captain Hookmon. And I was like, you couldn't... It couldn't just be called Hookmon? Like, we'd get it. We'd still get it if you had called it, like, Hookmon. Period. But the full government name, Captain Hookmon? Really? 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 His status is important. I do think it's a really cool, like, take on the Peter Pan Captain Hook dynamic, where Peter Pan is obsessed with adventure and having fun, and Captain Hook, rather than being an adversary or obstacle to that, is also someone who wants to have adventure and fun as a pirate, and thus him and Peter Pan are rivals not out of a bloodlust towards each other, but rather the shared interest of adventure. But Lord in heaven, the naming conventions. Also, they were there for 5 seconds before the episode did so. I can't expound upon that too much. Anyway, listen. I would argue Pokemon is not at its highest height right now. But that being said, I think one reason Pokemon has so long surpassed Digimon is because just how, like, complicated, like, okay, so Pokemon are treated as species, right? There are many a Bulbasaur, which evolve into Venusaur, Ivysaur, which evolve into Venusaur, and that is a family, but they are all each, like, species, which are also a species unto itself, which is, it's weird to put it like that, but you get what I'm saying, especially if you played Pokemon. Digimon, on the other hand, each Digimon is treated as an individual, and I don't know. I think we're gonna end up missing that thing. Uh-oh. A pile of secrets. Each Digimon is treated as an individual. I just want to get. I've saved chat. I made an executive decision. I actually just want to get through the level now. Anyway, each Digimon is treated as an individual, and Digimon evolution trees are both not permanent and overlapping, meaning different Digimon can evolve into the same thing or evolve into multiple different things entirely. Branch evolution is pretty rare in Pokemon, and the only one remotely on the level of a Digimon evolution is Eevee, and it only evolves once each. It can't go back to being Eevee and then evolve into Glaceon out of nowhere. It is always Eevee and then the other thing, which you as the player decide on. That is fair. Well, okay. Queen, I realize... Queen, you have the... I wanted to call it the woke choice. Like, you know, the meme where it's like broke, woke, bespoke, that kind of stuff. But it made it sound like I'm a very... I'm like a right-wing... radio personality. I meant you have the big-brained choice, Queen. But regardless, I feel like the reason I and so many other people, so many other people compare them is because they both came out, you know, 90s, at least the animes did. And they are both, you know, Japanese monster collecting and battling franchises. So, with animes and video games, blah blah blah. So there will be some inherent comparison between them. They're both 90 manga. Yeah, and that alone would be enough, but also, you know. Also, it's not like Digimon are like, you know, almost all Pokemon protagonists and stuff. Hey, chat, guess what? It's the beginning of my no percent run, where I never collect another energy. You know what? Speed run. We go fast now. It's no longer is it 100%. Yeah, but so I do feel fine. I do feel somewhat justified in comparing them. I don't feel like it's a baseless comparison. But regardless, I just feel like Digimon kind of puts more into, like, individual Digimon and characters, whereas... Oh, heck yeah. Whereas Pokemon is a world you can more easily inhabit. Like, I mean, for the most part, Digimon world is supposed to... Not the digital world, but the human world, which is its whole own thing. I'm not going to compare that part to Pokemon. Is meant to far more represent our world, and it's about individual Digimon and Digimon partners. Yeah. Which inherently makes Pokemon more approachable. And I won't lie, I still like Pokemon more. Not trying to be rude. Not trying to be rude to anyone who likes Digimon more. You are valid, I understand. Absolutely. But I still prefer my Pokemon. Also, like, yeah, recent Pokemon haven't been the best. Absolutely. Digimon, especially with Survive and shit, probably surpassing it. Okay. But consider Titan. I love me that land whale. New Pokemon. I hope he's a single stage. I love me a good single stage. And Titan looks... and Cloth? Cloth is great. Yeah, that's valid. If that being said, though, Queen, it actually makes me feel weirder. Because, okay. Pokemon are like your pets, and they act like pets. Digimon are like your pets, but they act like people. Survive has a dog Digimon. Like, that one's just a dog. But it still talks to you. As friends. You're not wrong. Especially with how Ghost Game has the main Digimon partner being called the main character's little brother and stuff. I still feel weird about it. You can't deny. Many of them are very animal-like. And they are, and the humans are giving them commands still. Yeah, that is fair. But, devil's advocate here, Queen. So do Pokemon. Like, yeah, sure. Well, actually, I was about to say you can capture them in Pokeballs, but they have no obligation to listen to what you say. And I was, like, pulling that out as more of a narrative thing. That's a thing in Pokemon. If you trade in, or in the newer games, if you capture Pokemon of too high a level, it will be more likely to ignore whatever the fuck you're saying. Yes. But also, there's legendaries. I believe it is canon, or at least it's a theory I saw, but I think it's canon, that legendaries, like Arceus, who is, you know, a god, they are not there because you captured them. You couldn't if you tried. I mean, you did try, and they were okay with it, but that's the point. They are like, you're cool. I'll hang out here for a minute. Especially since they will outlive you. Many of the legendaries are immortal. You will be dead. They will move on. So. But yeah. So. I'm not defending Pokemon from Digimon or anything. I'm just saying. You're not... Everyone... It's more college humor jokes of... Yeah, like, I absolutely... You know, some people are like, oh, it's dumb. But, like, the Pokebean, like, you know, the way you can care for I... Honestly... If they had... I wish they had kept that in Swish. On top of the camping, where, like, you take care of your Pokemon after a battle. That's so good. I adore that. And also, it's mechanically important. It's like, hey, your Pokemon... Your Pokemon is poisoned. Give it medical attention. It's like, okay. It's like, your Pokemon just battled a mud horse. Clean it up. Like, yeah. Yes, absolutely. I feel like, here, okay. I'm gonna bring up another thing I like, and that many people don't. But, I'm not deaf to its criticism. I very much like Swish. I mean, not Swish. I actually really don't like Gen 8. Gen 8 is not my favorite. But regardless. I like Gen 7. I think Gen 7 is a little overhated. Though I do understand people's complaints with, like, you know, if you don't like the story of Gen 7, that's unfortunate. Because you will be getting a lot of it. I'm glad... Queen, we are of one mind. And also, like, it got rid of, what is it? It got rid of HMs. It made... Sun and Moon made legitimate improvements to the Pokemon formula. I didn't realize, actually, because getting into comp Pokemon, I learned the difference between special and physical moves, really for the first time. You know, growing up, because as a kid I didn't know. And I learned that Gen 4 introduced that, which is one reason they're so beloved. But I feel like Sun and Moon also contributed to improving the formula. I think the story's great. I love Lily and Nebby. And then the post game they leave to work on to work on themselves. I miss the islands every day, Gordon. I miss the but yeah, so this is one thing that, because the same friend that got me in, I could name him, but I'm not gonna just, no one needs to go messaging my friends. That has happened. Talking to father, Valley Queen. I almost want to say that, wait, I'm gonna do a thing. We're gonna put a pin in this because I want Queen to hear this. Save combo for Queen. There's thing I must say to fellow. Dad killed a roach. Oh no. Roaches are gross. Real quick. When Queen was abbreviating Sun and Moon, I thought she was just talking about sumo. The Japanese martial arts sport. Go to bed soon. That is understandable. We will be done soonish. I'm gonna get through this world. I just saw that we're in like a maze-like level, and I was like, do I want to do this one actually? But if I want to finish this like tomorrow, then yes, I want to get this done now. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, I like Sun and Moon. I think it's fun. You know something that's not talked about? The UI. I think the UI in Sun and Moon is beautiful. I think they're good-looking 3SD games. And I was so glad, because I did talk about this before. Okay, wait, let me finish another thought, Queen, real quick. Because Gerard did a top 10, and he was like, for 3DS games, and for the Pokemon, he was like, Pokemon needs an entry, but I think Sun and Moon are the best Pokemon games on 3DS. Made for them specifically. And I was like, fuck yeah! Regardless, though, Queen, the thing I wanted to say to you is, I follow, I think it's Pokemon Out of Context. Yes, it is Pokemon Out of Context. Very funny account. Fun gimmick account. They did one of those fun Twitter polls recently, where they were voting on people's favorite Pokemon game. And in one of the brackets, Sun and Moon went up against Red and Blue. But no, that's understandable. Listen, that's understandable. Well, yes, because they were also talking about, what was I thinking of? Journeys recently, so yeah. And Red and Blue won! And my one friend said, that's valid. And I was like, no, stop, absolutely not. Never. I cannot accept, listen, I'm a massive fan of the classics. For sure. Love me a classic game. And I get that, I get nostalgia. There's not a reality in which like, go play Yellow. Do you want a classic Pokemon experience? Go play Yellow or Gold or Silver. Any of those. Red and Blue are held together with duct tape and hope. Duct tape and the hope of the dead team. Like, I love Gen. Go play Fire Red and Leaf Green. Fantastic games. Amazing game. I love Fire Red and Leaf Green. Don't play Red and Blue. I actually would be interested in a conversation about Let's Go versus the actual classic. But that being said, not better than no. I'm using my presidential veto. No. I know it's nostalgia, but like, guys, come on, you gotta know. I actually, have a good night, Blocks. Have a good night. I got nothing. I got nothing from eating that man's soul. I think the thing that would actually, the one thing that would actually help Red and Blue be a more pleasurable playing experience is that they are almost definitely shorter games. If you know what you're doing. Like, if you know Red and Blue, it'll be a shorter game. And that's about it. Like, if you don't like the story of Sun and Moon, then, but you do like Pokemon, then Red and Blue being a much more bare bones, barely functional Pokemon experience will probably be more to your liking. But that's about it. If you're looking for content and certain improved things, then you should probably go to Sun and Moon. And it's not even completely, like, out of the ballpark of comparing these two. Because, granted, they're going to be shutting it down, like, very soon, but, anyway, you can purchase both of them on the 3DS shop. Remember that? I don't actually, Greg. Was it about the, Elite Four, or was it something else? Are you trying to get... Oh, I'm sorry! Hey, Greg, let me be real with you. And also let me say this to Pig and Chen, because since they were streaming when it happened. Because I took a fat nap today. I was tired. And I decided it was time for a nappy boo. So, my brain got reset somewhere around 3 o'clock. And also, I woke up at like 6. So I wasn't expecting to actually like sleep. It's a good thing I woke up when I did, and because I didn't have an alarm set, and if I had slept much longer, I would have missed stream. And I don't want to do that. I've missed enough streams. Also, hey, guess what? Great news. If you're in Discord, Spam can dance. Hi, Juice. Juice, I love you. If you're in my Discord, you might have seen that Cahill was thinking of canceling a stream. That won't happen now. Guys, guess what? I don't gotta cancel my stream on the 9th. I do have to work 4 days. 2 extra days. 3 of them in a row. But, I mean, plenty of people do that. So I might be a little tired, but we'll have a good time. Maybe we'll do GeoGuessr on the 9th. Oh, Watership Down. I do remember that, Greg. I've heard about that movie. You should. With also... Jeez. No! No! Kirby. It's Everyone stand back! It's curbing time. My favorite part of Return to Dreamland was when Cahill looked directly at the camera and said, "I'm gonna curb." It's time to curb. Holy shit! It's a fucking abominable... It's the Yeti! Goliath! It's curbing time. I wish that wasn't so just inherently tied to Morbius, because I do love just the idea, like, what was I thinking of? I love the part of Dune where he went Super Saiyan? I love the part of Dune where the main character looks at the camera and says, "It's Dune in time." It's literally Goku. Okay, well, I'm fighting Goku. I'm fighting Space Monk. Okay. So, chat, luckily this isn't... I was afraid we were going to extinct a species on Popstar, but this is actually an alien monkey man. Unfortunately for Goku, it does appear to be curbing time. So... Damn it. Wait, guys. My watch was 10 minutes fast. It is now curbing time. Yeah, curbing time. Naruto's gonna be Goku this day. Naruto's gonna There's some things I hate on Instagram / social media in terms of animation and such. There's quite a few, right? One of them is fucking anime like dedicated anime accounts. Wow, this... Okay, I have to do the jump attack because nothing else does damage. But anyway. Wait, was that fucking Gummu pistol? We've got the big three. I don't give a shit about Bleach. But man, the boss fight in this game rules. I mean, the boss fight music is good. Gummu no pistol. I love. Honestly, I'm still a DBZ boy, but I love Luffy's attack names way more than anything in Dragon Ball Z. Also, everyone's attack names have themes, which is nice. Like, Ten Shinon doesn't have a bunch of, you know, triangle themed attacks. He has one. He has one triangle theme attack. Actually, that's not even true. The original translation has nothing to do with triangles. Hey, Juice, could you, Juice. Thank you, Juice. I'm done. Oh. Omari wa Shinderu! Yeah! The real Hokage. He's dead. Anyway, yeah. I don't like anime accounts on social media using super buzzwords. If I had a nickel for for every time I saw someone talk about how X character could solo the anime verse, I could make my own show. Mono prison makeup. Speaking of anime. Oh yeah, we got the ship's bra on. Mags, I found your ship's bra. Kirby, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, so you stopped collecting all the energy spheres. I know. I don't give a shit anymore. You got hard. Anyway. How do we remote? Hide in shadows and fade into darkness. Become a master ninja and no one will expect your blossom storm. Can you see all of me? Walk into my mystery. Man. The only reason I would want Shadow the Hedgehog... Well, no, they could add Shadow as like a Sonic clone. But Shadow should have just been in Smash for the sole sake of getting Kirby Shadow. Shadow Kirby. Kirby Shadow Vor. What was I thinking of? I don't really. Let's see. I'm looking. Okay. Let's raid Shadow Mage. I think that... Wait. No. Let's raid Kaio. Kaio has the less viewers. I've run the math. I will say, but Cole, is Cole streaming? I don't see Cole streaming. Barely Cole. Oh, Cole is streaming. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, you know what? Greg wants to raid Cole. Let's raid Cole. Cole's been in chat a lot recently. So. Raid. Popped in at the end. Listen, I'm sorry. I'd stream forever if I could. Unfortunately, I have to piss and eat. And eat piss. And piss eat. Anyway. Cole is good. And I hope all of you had I had a very fun time doing this. It's a good time playing some Corb. Very nice. And hopefully we'll finish this tomorrow. So, hey, if you popped in at the end of stream like Juice, you can just come here tomorrow. We'll be playing plenty more Corby. But yeah, thanks guys. See ya. Bye.